Respected friends, welcome you all. Great congratulations to you all. Desire, efforts, and success. Desire to study the sublime texts like Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, texts like Upanishads, texts like the Vedanta Granthas of Dhanyashtakam, desire for study of Puranas like Skanda and doing the Veda chantings, and the desire converted into effort itself is a wonderful, great achievement. As regards the success is concerned, it's a process, it's a long process. Slowly, steadily, it happens. Out of one third, we have covered two thirds. Desire to study Shastras, live a Vedantic life, and efforts to study Shastra and live a Vedantic spiritual life. When we focus on these two, which are in our hands, which we take into our hands, keep on doing, then the success, where will it go? Of unfoldment. With the faith in ourselves and our nobility, with the faith in the Shastras which we are studying, with the faith in that unseen, continuous grace of the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, the Ishvara Tattva, may we continue relentlessly by being on this path. Once again, congrats. Remember all the 13 Vyaktitwas for us to develop to really grow in our life. Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Srota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambhira, Samskrita, Bhasha, Jnata, Vyakarana, Sahita. And our 7 helps that are there. 6, one we have added. The 6 are the Parabrahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jaganmata Tattva, the Devata Ganas, the Guru Ganas, the Shastra Gana, and the like-minded co-friends, tuning to whom we can get some little information, guidance, inspiration from them, which definitely helps us. Take the help of them, develop those Vyaktitwas focusedly, consciously. Life starts becoming beautiful. To convince about all these things with the clarity of understanding and by telling us the glory of it, that we are studying all our Sanatana Dharma Shastras. Purpose is very definite and very clear, no ambiguity, no vagueness. So let us do our today's exercise of studying 4 Shastras of Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, Dhanyashtakam, Skanda Puranam Sankshipta, as well as Parayana of Taittiriya Upanishad. Today we will start Bhruguvalli with Bhashyam. Now, in the first study, the Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana Shastra, in the 19th Sarga, second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, we are seeing the Pramana Vicharana. Before that, in the last couple of, what I say, 10 slokas, or how many we have seen? 18 of them, 17 of them. Narayana. Upamana Mahima, Upamana Avashyakata, Upamana limitations, how we have to be wise to use the Upamana to understand the Upamaya, even though the Samyata between them is Ekadeshiya. Along with that, we are told to be in this Adhyatmika Marga of surrendering to the Guru, get the knowledge from him, theoretical. Prepare yourself by the external, internal sadhanas for the innermost, deeper journey. Realize it. Manushya Janma is given for that, and by trying for this and achieving this, we will become dhanya or fulfilled. These things also in 2 slokas, 2 3 times In this very Sarga, Sri Vaashishtha ji tried to guide us. Yesterday we started little bit, not even started, we only just mentioned. Today we will see the Pratyaksha Pramana Vicharana. Pratyaksham Tatra Chaitanyam Eva, guided to us by Vaashishtha ji. That starts from the mantra number 18 onward, or 17 onwards, or 16 onwards. So let us see that. Spend 3-4 minutes in our Prarthana and Sankalpa with all the Shraddha Bhakti that is possible. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yirime Gurubhi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakyatah Sarva Satchastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Kujant Om Tasmai Shri Gurave Vasishta Munaye Nityam Namaskurmahe. Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyamanagham Bhuyo Namasyamyaham. Tasmai Valmikaye Shri Gurutama Gurave Bhuri Bhavairnatasmaha. पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरविगलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परं ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्तर्षमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत् परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता शान्ति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातनधर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिसमस्तमन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयभूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयागसाधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः शाश्वतरूपेण सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्सङ्गसाधना सेवा मातापितृ देशधर्म सनातनधर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थमनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायण अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं धन्याष्टक प्रकरण ग्रंथस्य पारायण अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायण भक्ति साधना श्री तैत्तरीयोपनिषद आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत पारायणं विवेक वैराग्य भक्ति ज्ञानादीनां द्वारा मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं भारतवर्षार्थं सनातन धर्मार्थं विश्व कल्याणार्थं च वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादृशिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं प्रमाण निरूपणं नाम एकोनविंशतितमः सर्गः। श्रीवसिष्ठ उवाच। Friends, okay. So the Bodha Chanchu is explained, and we are told not to be the Bodha Chanchu. Karana of Bodha Chanchutva also told, don't be so. Bodha Chanchu means बोध बनने में चमचागिरी करते हुए बोध बनने नहीं देने वाला, ऐसा मान सकते. So हृदये, there is a heart. In that akashe, the hridaya akasha is there atyanta sukshma samvit. It is Chaitanya Swarupa. Vishrante, in that there is no thing to have any avishranti or disturbance. In that hridaya akasha, that hridaya akasha itself is Chidakasha. In that Chidakasha, in its purest form, it being subtlemost and one without second, there is nothing which can create disturbance in it. Therefore, Vishrante. So, Hrudaye, Akashe, Samveda, Vishrante, then Anubhava Atmani. It is our own Atma. When one tries, he can have Anubhava of that. In that Vastuni, in that yourself, Anartham Yaha Praha. The one who talks blabbering, either saying that such a thing is not there, or everything projected out of it. To that, the one who gives reality, such one is called as Bodha Chanchuhu Saha Uchyate. And that Bodha Chanchutva created, sustained. Because of what? Abhimana Vikalpam Shaihi Agno Gnaptim Vikalpayet. See? Bodham Malinayati Antaha Swam Kam Abda Ivamalam. Just like the Amalakam, your sky is Malinayati, is impurified by Abda, the clouds, which are born out of the sky only finally. So the clouds impurify the pure infinite sky. Same way, listen very carefully, very important and very subtle thought here, tough to catch, but one can try always. He says Abhimana. Abhimana means he is himself considering Upaditadatma Jiva. He has got to sustain that Jiva Bhava, plenty of vasanas, and he is comfortably staying with the upadhis in the imaginary jagat of Rupanam. One is Abhimana, and that Abhimana he is considering as real. He is not wanting to give it up. He doesn't want even to listen that this Abhimana also is Kalpanika Kalpana. Such Abhimana Vyakti, because of avidya, because of upadhi tadatmyukta jiva bhava, because of vasanas, because of finding his comfort in this jagat, not wanting to give up this abhimana, nor even want to listen or understand that this abhimana is pseudo. That Vyakti Abhimana. Second, a Vikalpa Amshai. He is taking the Vikalpas that are projected on the self as real. Such Agnya, such staunch ignorant person, Jnaptim Vikalpayet. The pure reality, he either says is not there or he is giving a reality to the Vikalpas, not able to comprehend the real reality as substratum to all of them. Therefore, such person, bodham malinayati, means the pure consciousness. He himself, in his understanding, he is contaminating by seeing the world in it. One meaning of bodham malinayati. Second is, some guru comes and tries to teach to him. By his vague arguments, by his own insistence or stubbornness, any bodha that gurus and shastras are telling about that one without second Paramatma, by bringing some or the other his own biased comments or thoughts or opinions, that bodha malinayati, he is impurifying. Matlab, somebody says, I went to that Mahatmaji satsang, he just beautifully with so many examples straight told us that the gold is real, not ornaments. The Brahman is real, not Jagat. Then go to this Bodha Chanju. He says, हाँ बाबा लोग ऐसे अपने टाइम पास करने के लिए कहते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. They just study here and there and talk something which is neither real nor experienceable nor true. Just give it away. क्लास में जो सुना उन्हीं को दे दो. Let us enjoy the world. In this way, example I am giving. Either the Bodha gained by themselves from the Guru, they do Malina, impurify, or any third, second person comes and tells, this is what is my knowledge, they do the Bodha Malina. Like the Christians impurifying the heart of Hindus about our own Hinduism. Bodham Malinayati. They are all Bodha Chanchus. Chamchalo. What do they know about Vedanta? What do they know Purana Itihasas? What do they know about the Parabrahma is Anantamaya Shakti, himself expressing as Ishvara and then many avatars, yeah, in the Srishti Kala and does all that. ये भी सीढ़ी भी उनको नहीं पता. And they do the bakwas nonsense. And we Hindus, because we have not deeply studied our Shastras, get carried away by the words of those Bodha Chanchus. One side, if they are the Bodha Chanchus, second side, the Bhautika Vadins are the other Bodha Chanchus. Therefore, third ones, those with Abhimana, those are involving in the Vikalpa happily, they also become Bodha Chanchu to do the Malinyata of the Bodha. Means they don't try to understand the pure knowledge about the pure self. Agvimana Vikalpa Amshai Agnya Gnaptim Vikalpayet. See the Gnapti word, how much it is talked about in the Taittiriya Upanishad, when the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma was explained to us by Bhashyakara. Gnaptim Vikalpayet. The Gnapti is pure consciousness. On that Vikalpa of Jnata Jnana Gneya. Ajnani only does. Vikalpa of this Triputi gives it importance. And he has got the abhimana, into a specialized individuality, isn't it? And he loves that. Therefore, the specialized individuality wale people cannot understand, accept the non-special, non-specific, all-pervading, homogeneous, pure, one without second, undifferentiable self. ये होता है. So abhimana vikalpamshaihi ajnah gnaptim vikalpayet, thus bodham malinayati antaha. Antaha bodha means he does the malinata of the bodha by not experiencing it. He does the malinata of the bodha by not understanding it, and malinata of bodha by not trying to understand it, and also rejecting it and saying that only the Dvaita Jagat is Satya, there is no Paramatma inside. Be careful with these Bodha Chanchus. Okay. By this, what Sri Vasishtha ji is telling all of us is many things. One, don't become the Bodha Chanchu of lip Vedantin. That is one type. Who talk but never do sadhana and realize. Another side, the Bodha Chanchu are who are with Abhimana, Vikalpa. They are rejecting, refusing, denying the Pragnapti, the pure conscious self, the reality, the infinite. हम लोग एक्चुअली ना डरते हैं अपने ईगो को छोड़ने को और अपना जो आदती भोगवाद है ना अर्थवाद भोगवाद कहते हैं वो भी छोड़ने को वो लोग डरते हैं एंड इट्स शेयर innocence and ignorance because they have not understood one the glory of that infinite blissful self. Second, they have not understood that yeah, whatever the dvaita, whatever the ego you are talking about, which you are holding to that Brahman alone is substratum idea. वो नहीं है तो तुम्हारा ये जिस अभिमान को पकड़कर जिस भौतिकवाद को पकड़कर उस परमात्मा को यू आर डिनाइंग that themselves will not be there without their substrate. That certainty they are not able to catch. Therefore, they are innocent and ignorant and arrogant. Therefore, Bodha Chinchu. But when he removes some of his Bhogavasanas and does some of the Upasanas and lives a noble life for some time, which is very essential, these three, then the purity comes and stamina comes to understand, accept, apprehend the presence of reality, it being the substratum of everything. Then slowly, his mind turns towards voting for this pragnapti more than the world. Like different party wale people joining the ruling government. Because of the nobility of that government, they know that party, the people, other than Desha Bhakti, they have nothing. देखो जिस भी बंदा दूसरे पार्टी में अकल है तो वो इसमें ज्वाइन करेगा जो नहीं कर रहा मतलब उसको अकल नहीं वेरी सिंपल and if somebody is honestly serving the nation if somebody is not joining it means what they have not understood or accepted they are biased in the same way this person who gets purified inside gets the subtle stamina by some upasanas etc he'll be able to pierce through his own earlier ignorant biased layers to be able to comprehend apprehend the presence of the reality as the substratum of all. Then slowly he starts becoming astika. So instead of both the chanchu becomes sadhaka. Then he believes. Then he follows the sadhana instructions that are given. He will realize. तो राम जी को भगवान हम सबको मिले राम जी को तो जरूरत नहीं है बोध चंचु मत बन करके कह रहे नोट दैट वर्ड बोध चंचु इज either live Vedantin, studying but never doing sadhana and realizing, and living only the wretched life of samsara. One bodhichanchu, one side. The other side is rejecting, opposing. The bodha, the pragnapti, the presence of reality. Because of because of abhimana, because of vikalpa. Abhimana giving value to the ego, vikalpa means giving value to the multiplicity, the world. Giving value to the world means in those small little pleasures, he has got the interest in so he has a fear that he will lose them. That's a bodha chinchu. Very important thought it is. Very rarely used word it is. Brand word of Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamana only. Now let us go to the Pramana Vicharana. Let us see how much we try to apprehend what Sri Vasishtha ji is saying. 100% नहीं तो 2% तो होगा 1% तो होगा बट नहीं हुआ कोशिश तो किए good no effort we have done again we find our leisure time again we put effort 10वां नहीं तो 100वां अटेम्प्ट में गल समझ में आएगा ना वेदांति का यही श्रद्धा होना है कि इन द फर्स्ट एफर्ट you have not understood the reality, not understood the unreal nature of the world, never mind. Try, try, try. You will become subtler, subtler to be able to understand the standpoint of the reality or the realized saints. How they say, Brahman alone is Satya and Tatya, that is you, Jagat Mithya. Therefore, just understand it to be Mithya enough, it will get dropped. You are no more bound. जो मिथ्या को मिथ्या समझते हो छूट जाते हो बांधेगा नहीं. When you know the projected serpent as projected serpent, it's gone. Nowhere it will, no more it will frighten us. See the miracle. There it is the rope. On that we saw snake. Here we felt the fear and dukkha. From the snake which was never there. But somehow through right vicharana, when we have touched or seen, understood it to be the reality of the rope, snake gone and the whole dukkha, fear, bhaya, everything, बढ़िया है कि नहीं. सेम वे ना कितना दम घुट घुट कर हम जीते रहते हैं एज ए मनुष्य विथ so many fears of losing this or that and all. How every moment with regard to this fear inside of variety types and dukkha. There's no difference between somebody is rich or poor, somebody is educated or not, somebody is highly profiled person, political in otherwise, or somebody unknown. As regard this is concerned, for everyone it is common. दम घुट के दुखी होना कुछ कॉमन चीजों के लिए. All of that are because of ignorance. Just realize the self and see, none of them are there. Until that self-realization happens, whether it is this life or million lives, the jiva is going to be persecuted by his own ignorance. By his own ignorance born projections. That he is an ego, individual jiva, and the world is other than him. चलो अब भटकते रहोगे एंड लाइक एनीवेयर ही गोस थोड़ा प्लेजर्स तो होंगे वहां उस लेवल के. दे आर ऑल्सो आत्मा आत्मा आनंद का ही रिफ्लेक्शन है. और सम प्लेजर्स लाइक मनुष्य में कितने आनंद मिले हमको, बट पीछे दुख तो हमेशा परेशान कर ही रहा है ना. ये सारे नहीं रहते. सो रियली गेन द बोध. Don't remain the bodha chanchu of Vedantin, bodha chanchu of refusing, rejecting, opposing the bodha. Don't do both of them. Correct? Now Pramana Vichar. Wonderful. Sarva Pramana Sattanam Padam Abdi Apam Iva Pramanamekam Eveha Pratyaksham Tat Atah Shrunu. So Sarva Pramana Sattanam. Satta means existence. Sarva Pramana Sattanam, for the existence of all Pramanas, means of knowledge. Pramanam ekam eva paramam. Param. Ekam Pramanam param. For the existence of all the Pramanas, there is one Pramana which is supreme most and even supporter of all those Pramanas. What is that? Pratyaksham. Like for all the waters, the ocean is the source. Huh? What is the example? Apam iva abdihi. सारे पानी का मूल स्थान समुद्र होने के कारण होने की तरह for all the pramanas, pratyaksha pramana is the moola pramana, parama pramana. Sarva pramana sattanam paramam, param pramanam ekam eva iha pratyaksham. So I told you yesterday, 6 pramanas. Pratyaksha pramana, seen through indriyas. Anumana pramana, after seeing through indriyas pratyaksha, through the reference of that, inference of that. Like where there is fire, there is smoke. Therefore, where you have seen a smoke, you infer a fire, whether you have seen the fire or not. Because of the earlier pratyaksha pramana that where there was fire, you saw there is a smoke. So when you see the fire and smoke by your naked eye, from the fire the smoke comes is a pratyaksha pramana. But in a distant hill, you can't see fire, but smoke is coming. So this pratyaksha pramana ke aadhar par you infer, oh, fire is coming means there is a smoke. Sorry, smoke is coming, there is a fire. It's called anumana pramana. Like anywhere, Anna, like your father wears this chappal. Anna. So that chappal are kept outside. So it's a Anumana Pramana that he is there inside. Chappal are not there, matlab Papa bahar gaye. This conditional. Na? You may have 4 types of juta and you may take other and all. Don't bring that nonsense. पता है ना एग्जाम्पल एक बात समझाने के लिए होता है. Don't pull the example and make a mockery of the thing. You know, he goes out with this car. Car is not there. So father is not there. Because car gone. Anumana Pramana. How many times you see that? अनुमान प्रमाण. बगल के हाउस से कोई आवाज नहीं आ रहा. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? ही हैज गॉन टू हिज माइका. है ना? दैट मैन हैज गॉन टू हिज पेरेंट्स प्लेस. अदरवाइज लड़ाई होता है. आर बोथ ऑफ देम गॉन टू ऑफिस. यू हैव नॉट सीन देम बट अनुमान. देन द थर्ड वन इज शब्द प्रमाण. दैट इज वेद प्रमाण. एंड दैट इटसेल्फ आल्सो कॉल्ड आप्त प्रमाण. शब्द pramana, apta pramana are same. 3. Fourth is called upamana pramana. Examples. Fifth one is arthapatti pramana. Sixth is called anupalabdhi pramana. Anupalabdhi itself is a pramana. They are all very subtle analysis are there on them. One day we'll take the whole class for analyzing all these pramana vichara. So for all these 6 pramanas, pratyaksha pramana is parama pramana. Not the first indriya pratyaksha. We told you yesterday, not only there is indriya pratyaksha pramana, there is chaitanya pratyaksha pramana. Okay? Even for the indriya pratyaksha pramana, the chaitanya should be there inside, no? Without chaitanya, consciousness in me, how my sense organs will be able to perceive the objects for giving the knowledge. The giver of the prama of the pramaya is called pramana, means of knowledge. Okay. So be attentive. Next 3 or 4 slokas for next 20 minutes. That's it. So the pratyakshameva parama pramanam. One thing is without Chaitanya, who will do all these 6 pramana vichara? Therefore Chaitanya is parama pramana. Second, in the form of every pramana, Chaitanya only is functioning. Third, through every pramana, whatever the prameya jnana we get, actually we are not getting the prameyas parama. We are getting the anubhuti of Chaitanya only. It's the very highest thought. Seeing the rope, calling it as snake. We are seeing rope only. We are calling it as snake for whatever in between mistakes or problems. Imagine if the rope is not there. In the absence or if nothing is there, something cannot be projected. अधिष्ठान के बिना आरोप हो ही नहीं सकता. Imagine, very subtle thought. Without something called as rope, you can't project a snake because projection of snake cannot happen in the absence. Isn't it? Projection of the snake cannot be happen on the object, on the absence. Something must be present. Therefore, that something only we are seeing, but not able to apprehend it. That's the difference between seeing and apprehending. The apprehending mind is a very subtle mind. So mind or intellect or antakarana, which is polished, refined through the Vedantic Vichara for many, many lives. Many lives of Vedantic Vichara polishes our inner equipment to be able to apprehend the reality only everywhere. That's called Pratyaksha Pramana. So, for ordinary people, they're all seeing the table. For the one who has refined his intellect and antakarana, where everyone is seeing everything, he sees only one thing, that is Paramatma. That's the Supreme Self, that's the Chaitanya. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. There's no two things as here and seen. There's no seeing क्रिया is happening. Pure consciousness alone. बहुत उसमें सारा कल्पित और उसको रियलिटी दिया गया. Only TV screen is there. Somewhere inside or outside, something is projected, and we say on the TV screen, cinema चल रहा है. And we stop even saying TV screen. Cinema चल रहा है हम कह रहे. Cinema is going on in the TV. We have forgotten the TV screen also. We have given reality to the projected movie. Understand? This is what Vedanta says. And all Vedanta says as Shruti Brahmana, Yukti Brahmana, Upamana. We have to do the given sadhana and know it by Anubhava Pramana. Moksha. So here says Pramanam Ekam Eva Iha Pratyaksham. Tad Ataha Shrunu. There were few thoughts regarding this. Pratyaksha Pramana will talk, and this Shastra and all Shastras finally tell us that realize the self, then realize everything as self, then everything is my own self. It is Pratyaksha to you. For that only all Shastras are talking, Vedanta Shastras. Listen now. Sarvakshasaram adhi aksham vedanam viduruttamaha nunam tat pratipat siddham tat pratyaksham udaharatam. देखो सर्व अक्षसारम. Aksha means pramanas. Sarva aksha means sarva pramana. Saram. Therefore, adhi aksham. The support, adhisthana for all those akshams, for all those means of knowledge. What is it? Vedanam. Vedanam is being consciousness. Being conscious. Uttamaha viduhu. Those antakarana is very sukshma. Such uttama buddhi wale, they know, as we now just said, that for all the pramana vichara, the consciousness should be there behind. These things, in Ramana Maharshi literature, like Saddarshanam and all, more in beautiful words he speaks about. Satpratyah kimnu vihaya santam hrudyesha chinta rahito vinodakyaha katam smaramastam ameyam tasya smritis tatra dudhaiva nishta. Mrityunjaya mrityubhyashritanam. Tasvabhavad amurteshu teshu कथम पुनर्मृत्यु धियोवकाश. देखो आरभ्यते जीव जगत परात्मा तत्वावधानेन मतम समस्तम. सो जीव जगत परात्मा ये इसके ऊपर ऑल रिलीजन्स फाइट. बट ये सारे अहम नहीं है तो है ही नहीं. अहम मीन द वन हु इज इंक्वायरिंग ऑल दिस. सो इंक्वायर हु इज दैट अहम, देन यू विल नो ऑल दैट जीव जगत ईश्वर इज यू ओनली. इदम त्रयम यावदहम मति स्यात् सर्वोत्तमाहम मति शून्य निष्ठा. लाइक दैट. सो सर्वाक्ष सारम adhi aksham vedanam uttamaha viduhu. Wise person is subtle enough to grasp with his pure intellect that the vedanam, the consciousness, is the sara and adhi aksha for all the akshas. Is a supporting pramana for all pramanas. Nunam tat pratipat siddham means what? If one is contemplating deeply, he will know that that is what is supporting all the triputi of jnata, jnana, jnaya. That pure vedana, that pure consciousness is called as pratyaksham udaharatam. Simple word में जिस चैतन्य नहीं है तो कोई भी ज्ञान देने वाले प्रमाण काम नहीं करते, नहीं कर सकते हैं. दैट चैतन्य आत्मा इज मूल प्रमाण. And little subtler see, that alone is reality. And on that, for whatever reasons called as Maya Vidya, the Triputi and Jagat is projected. And a subtlest person, rejecting the projection, sees one that reality only. in the Triputi, which others are not able to. Exactly this is what. Last 15 days we were studying in our morning Shweta Ashwatara Upanishad. Bhokta Bhogyam Preritaram Chamatva. Sarvam Proktam Trividam Brahmam Etatu. See, all these three Bhokta Bhogya Prerita, Jiva Jagat Ishvara, or Pramana, Pramata, Prameya. All of that. Or Drashta Darshana Drishya. One Brahman only. है ना? एतद् ज्ञेयं नित्यमेवात्मसंस्थं नातः परं वेदितव्यं किंचित् भोक्ता भोग्यं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा है ना सर्वं प्रोक्तं त्रिविधं ब्रह्ममेतत्. Morning class, those who have come, little idea they have it. So pratyaksha pramanam is chaitanyam. Tatra pratyaksham chaitanyam eva. Two things again we are repeating. Without chaitanya, no pramana, prameya, pramara, vichara happens. One thing. Therefore, that is the adhisthana pramana, pratyaksha. Chaitanya pramana is the real pratyaksha pramana. Second is, through this pratyaksha pramana chaitanya, what we see is the chaitanya atma only. And in a subtler level, how can in one homogeneous chaitanya tattva, undifferentiable, the pramana, pramata, prameya differences cannot be, no? Therefore, pramana, prameya, pramata, vichara rahita, shuddha prama is called conscious self. This is what the height in Vedanta, which we'll aim at and slowly reach. No hurry, slowly. राइट नाउ तो हमको इतने सारे संसार में फंसे हैं, वासना में फंसे हैं, दुर्गुणों में फंसे हैं, देहादि तादात्म्य में फंसे हैं. पहले ये सारा कचरा साफ करेंगे, देन धीरे धीरे टू दोज लॉफ्टी हाइट्स, staying where our gurus are welcoming us, inviting us, we'll reach. Now he says, sarvakshasaram adhyaksham vedanam vido uttamaha nunam pratipat siddham tat pratyaksham udahratam. So that is what is, when deeply inquired, the Triputi will be realized. When the Triputi of Jnata, Jnanam, Gneyam are realized, we know that the three are thoughts, and the support of those three is the Shuddha Chaitanya. That's called as Maha iti, the fourth Vyavruti, discovered by the Maha Chamasya Rishi in Taittiriya Upanishad. That is what's called Turiya Atma by the Mandukya Upanishad Acharya. Manduki Rishi. तुरीय आत्मा, विश्वदय प्राज्ञ के हटकर जो चौथा है तुरीय. In all Upanishads said the same one way or other. Right? Now the next one. कि अनुभूतेः वेदनस्य प्रतिपत्तेः यथा अभिधम् प्रत्यक्षमिति नामेह कृतं जीवः स एव सः. So अनुभूतेः, when you experience something. Pratipattehe, when you have the thought of anything, jnanam of anything, through any of the means, both are supported by the Vedanam, the consciousness only. And that consciousness is Pratyaksham iti nama. It is called as Pratyaksha Pramana. In the higher Vedantas, Iha Krutam Jivaha Saha Eva Saha. In fact, that Pratyaksha the Pratyaksha Pramana, that Vedana, that itself is actually the स्वरूप ऑफ द जीवा ऑल्सो, है ना. द जीवा बाबा, मैं अहम अहम जो कह रहा हूं, मैं कौन हूं? मैं आई एम मैन और वुमेन, और आई एम इंटेलिजेंट और नॉन इंटेलिजेंट, इट इज सेकेंडरी. बिफोर दैट आई हु एम आई? वेरी क्लियर, एवरीबडी सेज, little question, I am conscious existing, that's all. Existence, basically that. No, that cannot be explained. That is not objectifiable. That's not like any Shabda Sparsha Prasagandha. That is why questioner questions expecting an answer in the form of Shabda Sparsha Prasagandha. Therefore, the answerer also answers to this question, who are you? In the form of some or the other Upadhi. जैसे आप मुझे पूछा आप कौन है, So you don't expect me to tell I am Brahman. You tell who are you, holiya dekh. तो आगे बाबा जी हम कहेंगे. So you expect that, therefore I tell that. Otherwise, to the question, who are you? The ultimate answer is, I am conscious existence. That's it. And that is an answer given to your word. That answer given in the form of words to your question. The answer given in the form of words is nothing to do with the Anubhava. You understood? That Anubhava is coined with these words by the Mahatmas, which if you also know, you understand. Like there is a sugar. Sugar, that name given to sugar as sugar, sugar doesn't know. And also the word which I utter sugar, the taste of the sugar, वो दोनों कोई संबंध ही नहीं है. Like you call that as a tiger. You call it as tiger. All English fellows call it tiger. That's where but the tiger Jantu doesn't know that it is called as tiger. And to this Nama, the tiger, the Nami, the tiger, there's no sambandha. Are you getting the point? In the same way, Satya, Sat Chit is not a Shabda. It is an Anubhava. A name is given for the communication sake. That's why the definition. Trikala Badita Vastu Satyam. That was always there is Satyam as it is without changing. Again, to understand this basic definition, that Trikala Badita Vastu, you have to know the meaning of the word Kala, then you have to know the meaning of the word Tri, then you have to know the meaning of word the Abadita. Then only you will be able to apprehend. Isn't it? And that is Anubhuti. That I was there in the past, I am there in the present, I am there in the future. Time is in me, I am beyond time. But then why the fear of death and all? That's because of upadhis. So much overpowered by the upadhi tadat. That is ignorance. That's what is the whole Vedanta to remove, no? So, the pratyaksha anubhava for all of us is, I am conscious existence. That's why nobody has the anubhuti of the birth, nor anybody can have the anubhuti of the death. Because I am that pure conscious existence, which is never born, never die. On that only the Maya Shakti is the individuality is projected. Upadhi Tadatma has done. That projected individuality seems to shift from one Sharira to other, whom we call as Jiva, and to whom are all these karma, karma phala, aneka, aneka loka. All of them are kalpit. Like on that hero, that particular character is neither created nor destroyed, but it is projected. And once projected, that particular role, he goes on acting according to that role, as if it is real. Green room, casually talking, in any stage play. From the green room, when sent onto the stage, suddenly then he will talk the dialogue of Rama. Suddenly means as he comes there. Then the Lakshmana is there, Hanuman is there. All of that, Rama's dukha. सीता जी को देखकर कितने दिन हुए, all emotions. When that role is over, पर्दा गिर गयो, again he goes to green room. Where is that Rama gone? He never born, he never died. Projected. But during time of projection, on the stage, he is expressing his facial expressions, he is talking as if Rama. Then the onlookers, audience also have come not to see that fellow, they came to see the action only. All these great actors, if they don't act in the cinema, nobody knows them only. Like you and I are not known to anyone. They will also be not known. A cricket player, a politician, a cinema actor, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever the roles they have taken, if they don't play, nobody recognizes them. Otherwise, they're ordinary citizens. A specific role, then they become what do you call conspicuous. And that is fascinating. That is enchanting. We give value to it. So, in the pure self, these things are projected. So, up to this, we have seen कि अनुभूतेः वेदनस्य प्रतिपत्तेः यथा अभिधम. So Vedana को है अनुभूति और प्रतिपत्ति नामक नाम देते हैं. That Vedana itself is Pratyaksham iti nama iha. The pure consciousness is actually the Pratyaksha Pramana we are telling you. Other than the Pratyaksha Pramana of the Indriyas, which is generally discussed in the Pramana Vichara among the 6 Pramanas. 6 प्रमाणों में बात करने वाले प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण इंद्रिय प्रत्यक्ष. We are talking here as Chaitanya Pratyaksha Pramana. That pure Chaitanya only expresses knowingness, that alone expresses as the thought. Without the consciousness, how can there be knowingness? Without the knowingness, how the thought of I know this or that? So, Anubhuti, experience, Pratipatti, the knowledge. These two are the names given to the Vedanam, consciousness. That Vedana consciousness is Pratyaksham, Pratyaksha Pramana. Iti nama iha kritam. And what main point we are discussing? Jivaha saha eva saha. In fact, he is the actual nature of the Jiva. You and I are that Pratyaksha Pramana Rupi Shuddha Chaitanya. I am that consciousness which is direct personal to me, in whose presence all the faculties are working and they are gaining the respective knowledge of their fields. सुन लो, 2-3% भी समझ में आए तो बढ़िया, नहीं हुआ तो भी कोई नहीं, कल परसों. प्रत्यक्ष. By saying this, what is he saying? Vaashishtha ji, immediately after the topic of Bodha Chanchu, if he has taken the Pratyaksha Pramana, and that Pratyaksha Pramana is Chaitanya, what he means is, don't remain as Lip Vedanti. Realize yourself, which is the Pratyaksha Pramana. For its own experience, in that Pratyaksha Pramana of Chaitanya, the Prama, Pramana, Prameya, Pramata, Pramiti, Prama, सब वही है. That's you are. See how much in the web of upadhis, and through the upadhis, the web of seeing the multiplicity world and giving it reality, giving it utility value, in that we are caught up so much from many, many lives. उपाधियां, उपाधियों के फंक्शन, उनके द्वारा देखे जाने वाला दुनिया, उसमें की आकर्षणाएं और उनमें का छोटे छोटे भोग, इनमें इतना फंस कर हम रियलिटी को भूल रहे. लाइक दुर्योधना, लॉस्ट इन द वर्ड्स ऑफ कर्णा, शकुनी, दुशासन. थोड़ा भी उसका अकल था, वो भी खत्म. अभी दुष्ट चतुष्ट बन गए. अब देखो, we have to know this slowly. Then he says, sa eva samvit sapuman ahanta pratyayatmakaha sayo eya udeti samvitya sa padartha iti smrutah. See, saha eva samvit. So in one language, that itself is called as samvit, consciousness. Sapuman, he himself is called as the Uttama Purna Purusha. Then ahanta pratyayatmakaha. Ahanta pratyaya का यही आत्मा है. Wherever I am aham saying, us aham, though it is a vritti, that illumination in the vritti to say aham, is there this pure consciousness only, which is pratyaksha pramana. So that pratyaksha pramana alone is samvita, that itself is called as pumana, that is called as ahanta ka, ahanta namak pratyeka atma. Pratyaya means a thought or anubhuti. सो अहम 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 जो अनुभव हो रहा है ना, उसको हम प्रत्यय कहते हैं. उसका आत्मा यही संवित है, यही कॉन्शियसनेस है, उसी को पुमान कहते हैं. पुरुष श्री पुरुषे वेदगम सर्वम यद भूतम यच्च भव्यम उत अमृतत्वस्य ईशानः यद अन्येन द्रोते. पुरुष सूक्तम. देन स या उदेति संवित्या सा पदार्थ इति स्मृता. सो स या दैट consciousness yaya samvitya udeti sa padartha iti smrita. Actually, because of the presence of this Chaitanya only, all other samvit, now here samvit means the knowledge about anything else is happening. So actually pada words, padartha objects, these two know, pada padartha, both pada the word, padartha the object, both are nothing but that pure Samvit, pure Chaitana only. So yaya udeti samvitya sa padartha iti smrita. You know, sa padartha iti smrita is a very subtle thought. I am hiding it from you. Sa pada artha iti smrita means every pada word is indicating any padartha. My dear, there's no pada, there's no padartha. Pada padartha, dono are one consciousness only. Like in Nidra, where is pada and padartha? In Jagrata only this, because you are aware. In Nidra, absence of pada padartha, you know, that also you are aware of. So you are that awareness which illuminates the absence of pada and padartha in the Nidra, illuminates the presence of pada padartha sukshma in the Swapna, and illuminates the pada padartha stula in the Jagrata. In fact, in the form of the pada padartha is there is this Chaitanya Atma only. यही वेदांत का मजा है. वही एक जगह ज्ञाता बन रहा है, दूसरी जगह ज्ञेयम बन रहा है और उसका ज्ञानम पाने का नाटक कर रहा है एंड हमको लुभा रहा है, उसमें डिल्यूट कर रहा है. फर्दर whatever we know, jnanam janvati, I desire it, ichchati, and what I desire, I want to possess it, therefore karoti. क्या नाटक मजा चल रहा है रे बाबा. It's not at all difficult to understand with today's science and technology that through the computer graphics and technology, how many things are projected, batao. The latest trend of the laser beam shows. कुछ है ही नहीं लेकिन दिखा रहे. And like earlier for cinema action, really they have to do so much of tough jobs. अब वो कुछ नहीं है, सारा कंप्यूटर में एडजस्ट करेंगे. कुछ नहीं है लेकिन दिखता है वह करके. माया है ना, ये तो कंप्यूटर वाला माया है, ये परमात्मा का माया है जिससे सारा दिख रहा है. So what is meant here by is the samvit is the pratyaksha pramana without which other pramanas do not work, and with this samvit present only other pramanas are giving the knowledge of respective things. Third, this samvit chaitanya atma only called as samvit purusha atma, what is called as aham pratyeta atmakaha. Fourth and not least is the variety pramanas, the prama, the prameya, prameya, prama, all of that is one samvit only on that. These are all projected. Therefore, wherever we are always in the pure self only. But we are not able to recognize. We are overpowered by the clouds of the ignorance delusion. Ignorance eliminated by the knowledge and avoidance in it. Delusion is eliminated by keeping it away. है ना, दूर रख के मोह से बचना, ज्ञान पाकर अज्ञान को दूर करना. एंड विचित्र देखो इसमें, जिस जिस जगत में फंसे रहते मोह से, उसको दूर रखो, वो चला जाता है, हमको कुछ नहीं होता. Like I'm attached to this person so much, it's a moha. Be away from that person for 2-3 months, it will be pain, but thereafter it's natural. Like that, how many of our grandparents, parents, near and dear ones, with whom we had such a jigri dosti and they died, are we not continuing our life? Then what is that? When they were there, we are so much hooked on to them, attached to them. That's called moha. So moha goes away when you keep away. That's the proof. Moha that the world is real, moha that the world can be the giver of sukha, that the I cannot be without the world. This nonsense can go away by keeping it away. इसलिए विवेक वैराग्य विवेक. Then by the jnanam, siddhanta jnana, the ajnana goes about the presence of self. Then through the respective inner sadhana of Anvaya Vitareka, the Anubhuti comes. When the Anubhuti comes, you know that everything is Brahman and that I am. Sarvam hi tad Brahma, I am Atma Brahma. Only these two things. Sarvam hi tad Brahma, I am Atma Brahma. That Brahma for you experienced as 3 individualities, and I add the 4th one. That is how the Mandukya Upanishad starts teaching. सर्वम एतद् ब्रह्म अयम आत्मा ब्रह्म, देन सह अयम आत्मा चतुष्पाद. नहीं नहीं, हमारा 3 पाद ही है. या 3 तुम्हारा मेरे का, मेरा 1, तुम्हारे 3. फॉर यू वैश्वानर और विश्व तैयसा प्राज्ञा, मेरे तरफ से तुरी ऐड कर लो. Then the inquiry is done. Thereafter, Turiya alone is real. These three, one is the non-apprehension, agrahanam of the Turiya. Second is misapprehension, anyatha agrahanam. Otherwise, they don't have existence at all. They are not real at all. Mandukya Upanishad proved. And this Siddhanta Jnana, when we work out on the seat of meditation, is called sadhana. In the meditational heights, when we experience the Turiya Atma and see that alone, even though Jagra Sapna Sushupti happening, that's called as moksha sthiti or realized state. साध्य साध सिद्धि स्थिति साधना करके साध्य को पाया हुआ स्थिति. Okay. Now, one shloka we touch, see the meaning tomorrow. Sasankalpa vikalpadyaihi krutanana krama brahmaihi jagattaya smuratyambhu tarangaditaya yatha. Oh, beautiful shloka. Ambu tarangaditaya yatha. Like water only, like taranga, budbuda, fena, and the waves, the bubbles and foam, etc. As the water happens, appears. So same way, Saha means that Sambit, that Pratyaksha Pramarupi Chaitanya Atma, Pratyaksha Pramanarupi, Saha Sankalpa Vikalpadhyai. है ना, वो माया शक्ति के कारण होने वाला संकल्प, उसके बाद उसके ऊपर होने वाला विकल्प. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस कृत नाना क्रम भ्रमैः, in various steps, each of the step is Brahma only. Through those various steps of Brahma, Jagat Taya Spurati, appears as the seen Jagat. Same thing in Mandukya, sorry, in Taittiriya said as Tasmatva etasmad atmanah akasha sambhuta ityadi. तैत्तिरीय में, उसी में फिर तत्सृष्ट्वा तदेवानुप्राविशत्. सेम थिंग इन अगेन इन मांडुक्य में आत् कल्पयत्यात्मनात्मानम् आत्मादेव समाया. सेम थिंग इन गीता, मया अध्यक्षेण प्रकृति सूयते सचराचरम्. By me, the Adhyaksha President, my own, in my presence, presidency, my own power called as Prakriti, Sacharacharam Suyate, projects, Kalpayate. Beautiful it is. Adhisthana is Brahman, on that the Kalpanas are done. Like on a canvas sheet or any drawing sheet with the ink or paint. You do the kalpana. Is a masculine form you make, is a man you call. A feminine form make, a woman we say. एंड छोटे बच्चे का पिक्चर डाल के छोटा बच्चा है, एंड छोटा घर वहाँ, एक तो कुत्ता है, उधर बकरी है, इधर जो है ना, there's a duck there, then there's a fields that are there, in that rice is growing, and there the mountains behind, and there is a sun rising, and there's a clouds. अब देखो on the paint, with the paint on the canvas, did you paint it or not? सब कल्पना ही है वो. Just like is this kalpana. Here you are the painter and painter, and there the Lord is the painter. The self is painting on himself with his own colors this whole universe. That's what he shows in Vishwarupa. What Bhagavan shown is Vishwarupa is showing that how he painted on himself his own world. Remember, world is only painting, not real. Painting is not real, no? And reality is not painting. Reality is real only. This is how slowly this Tattva Jnana has to introduce to our hearts, our intellects, and allow it to mature in its own time. Let it take time. Don't give up by saying I'm not able to understand. Don't be in a hurry that सब कुछ अभी समझ में आना चाहिए. Have patience. As I told you, to become a useless graduate, not worthy of even a clerk job, 15, 20 years or 22 years we have to study, or 20 years. Then to have the moksha giving Brahmajnana, how many lives we have to work? याद रख लो. To understand the worldly things only takes so much time. The sublime truth to reality, how much effort, how much time, how much sacrifice, how much, most important is purity, subtlety and श्रद्धा. अंतःकरण शुद्धि, गुरु और शास्त्र वाक्य पे श्रद्धा, फिर स्वयं का मेहनत रूपी मनन चिंतन रूपी मेहनत. When we do all of them, it will happen. And for that, we have to pull away from all the nonsense of the world which is consuming our time and energy. ये सारा जो हम अभी अपने लोकल भाषा में बोले हैं, दैट इज व्हाट इज एंटायर वेदांत. इट इज स्टडी इन संस्कृत, वी ट्राई टू से इन इंग्लिश. दैट्स इट. Get out of the world which is consuming your time, mind, energy. Get into this high spirituality through your Shraddha and the Guru Vakya. First to apprehend intellectually, then follow the instructions of sadhana also. Do it till the result happens. Like morning class. Till the fire is kindled, they go on churning. There is no question of time. Till what time we have to churn Guru? Till the fire is kindled from those woods. It may be 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, कभी कभी दोपहर तक होता नहीं, कभी दिन भर चर्निंग नहीं हुआ, फायर किंडल नहीं हुआ, तो उस दिन न यज्ञ है न भोजन है, बस भूखे रहेंगे, अगले दिन फिर शुरू. In the same way, how long I have to churn in my antakarna with the pranavadhara? Morning class I am telling. Till that self is realized. Don't keep the time limit. हाँ, if you want it to happen जल्दी से, बाकी सब काम छोड़ो, वही करो. Like, when you pay double money, the tailor keeps away all his works. He does your work first. Nowadays, everything is like that. When you order something online, कल देने का रेट एक होता है, 18 घंटे के बाद एक रेट होता है, 6 घंटे के बाद रेट. आपको इमीडिएट विद इन 1 hour डिलीवरी मीन्स यू हैव टू पे स्पेसिफिक अमाउंट. डू दे गिव इट और नॉट? अर्जेंट इमरजेंसी डिलीवरी. Same way, even up Tirupati Balaji temple jao, so if you are VVVIP or pay lots of money, you will get a quick darshan. Same way, exclusively, totally giving up everything else, only this you pursue, then in minimum time you will reach. अब हजारों चीजें रख के इसको कभी कभी करोगे तो कैसा होगा? Like some people do a part time job. So main job में थोड़ा टाइम एनर्जी बचता है तो ये पार्ट टाइम करते हैं. We have done all this in our childhood. No, nothing होता था, हम कम ही करते थे. तो घर में वाइट वॉश करना है, तो स्कूल कॉलेज आकर एक दिन ये वॉल करना, दूसरे दिन दूसरा वॉल, थोड़ा थोड़ा हम ही करते थे, बिकॉज अदर वर्क्स आल्सो आर देयर. बट सब कुछ छोड़कर नहीं करो तो जल्दी होता है. तो वी हैव 10,000 प्रोजेक्ट्स इन आवर लाइफ. वन ऑफ देम इज स्पिरिचुअलिटी. तो वैसे ही रहेगा धीरे धीरे. सारा छोड़ो, इसी को करो तो जल्दी. So like these few more shlokas to talk about of this pratyaksha pramana, then in that pure Paramatma, it is a mana which is kalpita, and is the kalpita of the mana, a entire jagat. Mind is projected on self, and from the mind the whole world is projected. Those thoughts will be shared with us. Listen patiently, allow the understanding to happen. In the meantime, don't disturb any of your routine of whatever swadharma you are doing outside. Maximum if possible, start doing them more perfectly without any ego issues, without any expectation issues. Bas. Perfection, egolessness, expectationlessness. Mukta Sangha Samachara. अब इतना इम्प्रूवमेंट लाओ, ये दुनिया चलते रहने दो अपना काम, बट ये वाला ज्ञान दृढ़ बनाते जाना धीरे धीरे. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. ओम नमो नारायण. Good text we have taken for study. Find interest and be regular. That wonderfully our intellect will open up for great knowledges. A suggestion. तत्र सूर्य नारायण बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज, वशिष्ठ, विश्वामित्र, वाल्मीकि, वेद व्यास आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. Can you come in 2-3 minutes to study another text? Thank you.